freedom. Accept help. I want freedom too. I want some more freedom. How do I get more freedom? Hello. When the Iranian people see the Palestinians taking help from the Islamic Republic of Iran, they're like, "Fuck you, you scum, you pieces of shit. We hate you." And they say all this. They just throw up all this vile commentary. Now, on the flip side, the Iranian people, all they want is their freedom, just like the Palestinian. And guess whose help that they're reaching out for? Israeli. So what do the pro-Palis do? You fucking scum, you did it. And here we are, the people that are stuck in the middle who have reason outside a group think to understand, like, both these people are their freedom and they're utilizing any method of mechanism to see it. And instead of attacking the oppressed people of each group, right? Instead of attacking the oppressed people that are Palestinian, instead of attacking the Iranian people that want to be free. Bonnie, could you mute it? It kind of throws me off when I hear a little bit of background. I'm sorry, I'm ADHD. We don't stand with the people because we're narrow-minded and we go with groupthink and we go with whatever narrative that we're being fed. So you have these people, and they hate each other on either side. This is amazing to me. My life is freaking amazing. For 2 years, I was trying to convince Iranians and other people that 30,000 children had been killed. Now I'm on the other end trying to convince pro-Palis that over 30,000
Why do you
people
need
in
to
Iran have
convince
been
them?
killed.
Sorry, can I ask you something? Why do you need to convince the pro-Palestinians community?
The pro-Palestinians, because here's the thing.
Can they do something?
No. Yeah.
They're useless. No, they're useless.
I know you think that because you haven't seen fruit.
No, I know. I've seen them in action. I think the pro-Palestinian community is not really... Okay, so I do understand what you're saying, but I want to do some correction.
But I wasn't done, and now I forgot the rest of it. It's okay. It was going to be really good, but I don't even remember.
I believe it was going to be good.
Thank you.
It was going to be epic, and you ruined it.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with
just preparing the way.
You know, they keep interrupting, like Emeralds and Benny. Is there something in Israel that doesn't let someone else
Bonnie
finish?
is okay, go ahead.
So the Palestinians did not really get help from Iran. The one who got help from Iran was Hamas. So even if you look at the Palestinian in Palestine, you're not going to find one Iranian hospital. Like, they did not build it. All that money was coming from to Iran, to Hamas, and mostly Qatar. So there's kind of an image that being sold to the Iranians who are being oppressed inside of Iran. We are in deep shit because we're standing with the Palestinians. No, sorry, you're not in deep shit because you're standing with the Palestinians. No, you're just oppressing, and you're in deep shit because you're corrupt and you have all this kind of shit. So it's not really Iranians are not really getting help from Iran. The help is getting...
Bonnie, you're missing what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying. These are the propaganda narrative that each side is given, and then they believe to hate other people. Like, I can't tell you how many times we had Zionist Persians come into a room and just say the most vile things. Okay, and now you need to go into the rooms of pro-Palis and see what the hell they say towards Iranians.
I know what they're saying, but they don't matter.
What doesn't matter are the people that are suffering on both sides. That's what doesn't matter.
No, the one who matter are the people who are suffering.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. But when people have these different propagandas, they make the oppressed not matter, and they stand against the oppressed. So right now, like in Amir's room, when he doesn't listen to the Iranian people and them saying, we're crying, there's a guy here, and he like thinks that everything is just a lie, that the Iranian people are, it's just Mossad propaganda, all this stuff.
Is he Iranian?
No, he's not. He's a pro-Pali.
Okay, is he
Amir, what up, Amir?
Prince?
No, Amir.
Okay,
the room that always run 24/7 for Palestine.
Okay. So here's the thing: if you're not Palestinian, if you're not Iranian, you don't really matter. Let me explain why. At the end of the day, those pro-Palestinian community, once They are uninfected, by the way. I really don't care, by the way, about October 7 woken up the pro-Palestinian community. If that community was asleep and they need to see blood to wake up, then they can fuck themselves. At the end of the day, they have zero influence. Zero influence because A, they could not stop the genocide. B, they just doing some money out of it. There's a lot of grifters in the pro-Palestinian community that they build careers out of this genocide. And the same thing on the other side. At the end of the day, who's gonna decide when there's elections out of Palestine and when there's a free elections gonna be in Iran? It's gonna be the Iranians or the Palestinians. Now, if you look at the core inside of these people, put the propaganda aside, you go to ask the average Iranian, not the spaces or the Zionist Iranian who live in LA. That's the average Iranian. Who's anti-regime? He's anti-IRGC, but he just wanna go with his day and he just wanna put food on the table. So, like, people are dying in South Palestine. He told you yes, I know. Like, are you supporting that? He's not gonna be. The same thing with you catch someone in the West Bank and you tell him about Iran, he's gonna curse the IRGC because the IRGC are oppressing the people inside of Gaza using their Hamas, right? So at the end of the day, the pro X, pro Y, pro whatever, they don't really matter. They don't. So why would I literally burn 400 calories and trying to explain to someone who's Zionist Iranian that, you know, we are humans? You don't want to, go fuck yourself. That's it. End of discussion. You came with a conclusion that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay, great. I cannot change that. That means that you don't have any morals.
Yeah, but this is on both sides. Like, it's just...
No, I know it is on both sides. No one attacked the pro-Palestinian community as much as me. Okay? So I know it is on both sides.
Why are you attacking a pro-Palestinian community? I'm trying to understand that.
Because the new trend in the pro-Palestinian community, they're pro-Hamas, they're not pro-Palestine.
How do you know they're pro-Hamas?
Because when I see their posts, I see they are pro-Hamas. They're very
So
few.
you see everyone's who is pro-Palestinians.
No, not everyone. The one I saw.
Okay, so then you're generalizing, right?
No,
Yeah, I am generalizing right now
Okay,
on
I'm
the
generalizing.
grifters. I'm generalizing on the
So you're
grifters with the loud
generalizing.
voices.
Everything that you say is generalizing.
Wednesday, let him finish his point.
I'm generalizing on the loud voices, that community. Okay? That community that think that Palestine is equal to Hamas. Okay? So if you're in that camp and you're very loud, this is all we hear. The pro-Palestinian community for Palestinians does not really matter. It's not, with all due respect.
Can I say something?
You know, hold on, before you do, I just want to point out the irony is this is more so amongst like the Western pro-Palestinian communities that are, a lot of whom are not Palestinian or not even Arab, right? If you actually know Palestinian, especially on the ground, all of them.
Yeah, I've had the same experience. I hate them all.
Yeah, it's kind of like a video game.
This is also true for the diaspora of like the Iranians, right? All this is happening in the diaspora. This is what we're saying. These taking sides, a friend of my friend, enemy of my enemy, is like so black and white.
It is like soccer game. No, just I support Real Madrid, you support Barcelona, and let's say who's going to play tonight.
And the people, exactly, Bani, the people themselves are being forgotten. What are the people? For God's sake.
So a big problem. You guys are aware of tribalism. So
Just say, make your point really quick, or you're gonna get.
All right, I'll just leave. Go fuck yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Toodles.
That was cool.
Felicia.
That was really
That was
bad.
cool.
Like, honestly, man, you're coming into a Middle Eastern space and asking if we know what tribalism is. Bitch, we don't fucking invented it.
He was a Middle Easterner.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. That was so quick.
I already know the point that he was going to make, and it's a bunch of shit because he wants to make this point that people care more about their tribes, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. We have one tribe that are the fucking Care Bears, and then you have another tribe that's a whole bunch of psychopaths. Which tribe?
Honestly, if you put it like that, I'd rather be a psychopath than a Care Bear.
I'm Sunshine Bear.
No, I'd rather be a Care Bear.
Yeah, I'm, Rainbow Care Bear.
That is such a Care Bear.
You just made it like gayer, man. When you get
No, I have the Care Bear dad bod thing going, so.
But you get my drift, right? Like, it's...
No, I
I
understand.
don't know. we'll take Buttercup, Nargis, and I will take donations for all the pain and suffering that we've incurred on this app. We'll send you our Cash App and Venmo, and you can reimburse us for all the pain.
Wait. I think both of you, Nargis and Salah, need and Buttercup and Rose, because to be honest with you, the Jewish community are very disgusting to Buttercup and Rose, saying horrible things, disgusting, misogynist things. Oh my God!
Yeah, the Iranian community doesn't like us. You haven't heard the comments.
Wait. Hold on. Persian Jewish people too. We have our own particular brand of Zionism going on.
Are they
every
mean?
side. Like at this point, everybody. Right now, everyone is mean to us.
Completely, Taco included, Mazi included.
No,
We are not. We're catching it from everywhere.
They are a bunch of vicious, insecure
Hey, what's up?
Scary as
medium shape. How's everything?
Good, man. We had some Arab on Arab hate happening. You missed it.
Yeah, like they'll say things like, "How's your dad, Selah? Oh, bitch, I will fuck you up."
I'll come and find you in California.
See, this is why I have to talk to them the way I talk to them, because they're animals. They're animals. Sorry, they are.
It's not just
so
them. I resent just saying it's them, because at the end, right now, I have pro-Pallies. They can't see past the hand in front of their face, and they attack Persians and Iranians, and they oh, it's all lies. It's all. There's no difference in me. They were acting exactly how the Zionists were acting to us when we were trying to inform them about atrocities. Now we're trying to inform you about other atrocities, and you're doing exactly what they did to us when we were informing them about atrocities. So all these people, all of them, they only care about their own goals, agenda, and narrative. And unable to see past any of that, which I get it now. I totally get it, but I don't hold it against anyone anymore. I don't hold it against the Palestinians for, trying to work with the Islamic Republic, and I don't hold it against the Iranians for trying to work with the Israelis, because this whole world seems to be evil to me, and what are you gonna do?
Form of
at this point.
Once you understand that this whole world is evil, you're ready to become an Gnostic.
That is correct,
It's
baby.
so sad.
That is correct.
Stop evangelizing, guys. It's gross.
I wanna address Shapeshifter's point, and I think it was misunderstood. And this is what Mark is saying, who I highly respect, right, in the chats. And I think it's true. He's saying using provocative language shows a disgusting collective hate and sort of false moral equivocation, right? So I understand what Mark and Shape are saying. They're saying this doesn't help the narrative of the oppressed to sort of push through, because all an onlooker's hearing is hate. This is worse than the Holocaust. This is worse than this and that. Bani quite effectively put forth, right? So I also want you guys to sort of be objective and see the other side of the picture too.
I appreciate that, Nargis, and you said it much better than I did. The thing I will admit, as I'm kind of thinking through Benny's point, I think there is a place for this jarring language, and it can be effective. It's probably more situational than it is the norm. But the points he brought up in terms of when and how to use it, I think if you're situational with it, it can be effective. I'm not telling anybody how to feel. It's not my right to tell anybody how to feel.
It depends who's saying it, I feel like Jews can get away with it more than non-Jews. It's so funny. When Benny Olive said, described this live stream genocide and how it's worse than the Holocaust, I wasn't offended. But then when Sella repeated it, I was just like, Sella, what the fuck? I think it's depends who's saying it. I think as Jews, we have a little bit more credibility to be invoke the Holocaust gratuitously to make a point to the people we love because we urgently wanted to stop. And then when non-Jews will say the same thing, sometimes I balk a little bit. Like I do react and I'd be like, okay, first of all, have you seen the concentration camps? Have you seen the pile of shoes? Have you seen the mass deaths? Have you seen the pile of bodies? Like, it makes me feel like worried that they don't know the scale of our suffering to think that you can compare it.
But
also on the other end, it makes you think to yourself, like, why do you suppose nothing could be worse? Like, so when he says it, I'm objective. So I'm objective, and I'm like, oh, how is this worse? And then when I listen, I understand what he's invoking. Do you understand what I mean?
I'm gonna give you an example. How I have conversation with Muslims, Arabs more specifically. We're getting to a world where artificial things are becoming more holier than the really important thing. Meaning, artificial. Okay, so the memory of the Holocaust becoming more holier than the blood itself, right? So, for example, when I sit in front of one of those Muslim Brotherhood or one religious Salafis, Imros knows that the first thing I burn for them, I burn the Al-Aqsa. Like, I tell them I want Al-Aqsa to be destroyed or give it to the Israelis, and I'm gonna pay for the carpet for the new temple, because for me, blood of a Gazan is more holier than Al-Aqsa and Mecca and everything. So they get to that shock immediately. I want to break any kind of taboos in my conversation because the holiest thing is blood. And if you think, oh, a stone, Buttercup, like the shoes of the Holocaust, or that thing is more holy. No, they were talking about artificial shit. There's nothing holier than the blood of a kid. So I bring Al-Aqsa into it. I bring Mecca. I got in so much trouble. Like, if you go listen to my recording about
why you concentrate on kids?
Is that
also, all the old people, same like me. Hey, man, you are a racist.
By the way, if you go back to religion, if you go back to religion, and God said it, that Kaaba can be destroyed stone by stone, it's still better than the blood of a Muslim.
Don't make me cry, please. I am a man. I can't. Please. Love you, brother. Bani. Okay, go ahead.
Do you love Bani?
هذا شوي مطلوب. الله يشفيك. Anyway, so I'm talking to Muslim, I'll just give the holiest thing for him, because sometimes we create holy things, but they're artificial. And if you go to the core of my belief as a Muslim, the Al-Aqsa, like Kaaba, should not be the holier than blood. And the land itself, like the land of Palestine, is not holier than the Palestinians. Because a lot of us, Palestinian diaspora, think that Palestine is just the land. No, it's not. You're missing the land. Why? Because you exist. But for some Palestinian who's living on the land, Palestine is the people. Like heaven without people, you cannot go into it, as we say in Arabic. So I just want to break that taboo for them, because sometimes they misunderstand their belief.
Fair enough. He's doing it on both sides. So, Mark, I did.
That's a good point. It's about the way people talk to their own communities and their own families, which is different, tends to strike a different note, and we have a little bit more liberty to speak our minds and use provocative language than when we're talking to someone, when you're someone who's not familiar and doesn't have that intimacy, right?
I just want to tell Mark, because he wasn't here, I just want to address it again. Mark said provocative language is just euphemism for disgusting collectivist hatred and moral equivocation. Agreed, and it doesn't allow for progress to occur. Also addressed, Mark, for your sake, I'm repeating this again, Shapeshifter's view that this does not entail any kind of progress for the collective who is going through the suffering. So I was asking them to see both sides of the equation. And for those who tread the middle path, for those who do not belong, Stella, this goes out to you, Robert Frost, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
And going on the path that's untraveled, like basically there's no path there, so you're gonna get cut up by the thorns and the stupid grass and the freaking snakes in the grass because no one's ever gone on that path before. So you're going to get your ass ate up by ants and mosquitoes.
Thank you for the tafsir. Thank you.
It did sound a little bit more appealing, though.
I just don't understand why the world has to be like this, and I grieve often. I just wish I could get over it. And I kind of am. Like, I kind of am. Like, this is what the world is. Like, the world of politics is a dirty game, and people shake hands with devils, and there's nothing I can do to change it. That's how I'm starting to feel. I don't know if that's like a grim. I'm starting to think like people have to navigate. Like,
yeah, this world is run by the devil. Like, well, we know this. It is the evil who is willing to, commit atrocities, who's willing to bend the rules, who's willing to cheat. That's who wins.
Satan
Like, that's just the reality.
I'm starting to actually understand original sin, to be honest. Like, human condition on one side, starting to see it's fucking innate within us to be this shit.
Nargis,
At the same time, how great we are to overcome this. Go ahead.
Nargis, you need evil to understand good. You know this. That's sort of like your jam. You know this.
I don't do this, but...
No, actually, that's true. Like, me, even though I was an atheist for, like, almost a decade and a half, I never had a problem with the problem of evil. Because how are you to understand good without evil? How do you know what's light without dark? How do you know what's cold without hot?
But where the source of all of this is all good, Benny.
Okay, here's what we learned from the Jews at least learned from the Holocaust, that we are all evil, capable of evil, and we're all capable of good, okay? No one's inherently evil, contrary to Benny Goy's beliefs. No one's inherently evil, and none of us, and we're all capable. What the Holocaust teaches us, what the lesson of the Holocaust is that we all have the capacity for evil, and we have all the capacity to dehumanize the other, and it's a warning against the capacity of man to hate another man, and that's what makes us all human.
I'm with Benny a little bit, Buttercup. Like, we slant evil. We really do, because it's kind of like you're a biological machine that's trying to survive. So that's an intrinsic weighting towards yourself. Which is a slant towards evil. I'm not saying it's a huge slant. I'm just saying you're kind of tipping evil.
Yeah, just like you say that there's a little Nazi inside all of us, I would say like there's a little Pharisee inside all of us.
Who said that?
The same thing.
No one said that, man.
Buttercup said that earlier.
I was referring to your. Never mind. Your bigotry towards.
This was a couple hours ago, but yeah, like I remember. It's true.
By the way, for Benny Goy. Exactly, for Benny Goy, who's now a new Gnostic, I think he often forgets that when the source of it all is all good, Benny, evil is merely the absence of good.
Wait, he's not Christian anymore?
You're not Christian
Thank God.
Only on Tuesday.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, you're not Christian anymore?
I talked to you about Gnosticism, but
Gnosticism. No, I heard it. But Gnosticism is a theory that reinforces his hatred of Jews. Most important.
Oh,
are you serious?
well, I wouldn't say
It
that.
does. It has to do with what was the thing called? The devil thing. What do you call that? Evil.
The demiurge.
The demiurge. The Jewish people.
So as you would agree with me, the God of the Old Testament is a wicked God.
Yeah, it's a demiurge.
Yes.
So that's
You said that. You said that.
Let me just tell you.
It's the other.
Benny